Belchnok has been tagged a little bit earlier on in the round itself. 11 points of HP for him. He tries to hold on to that A defensive, still gets away with a headshot onto Barbie. So starting advantage taken by Aurora, but God's Reign have the plant
to fight back for the map territory because they're not in strong post-planting positions yet.
Well, blind fire's not going to connect to anything. Deco does catch R2B2 just as the smoke started to fade. Finn in with a decent pick, struggles to get that second kill as Deco and Belchnok get two back, and Revan is also overwhelmed. A pistol taken by Aurora. Solid. And a second smoke comes in for the CT side to truly block off the B doors. Kenzie now going to try and challenge the main T side force, but Finn is good for that kill. Suddenly leaves Nori very alone here. His teammate extends all the way to the back lines. Temple's covered. The bomb's going down. Man advantage remains here for the T's until R2B2 drops.
Like he said, a lot on the bomb side, but gets distracted out there to Donut. At least it gets a lot of damage forward. Still taking a while for Nori to get into position.
Belchnok also being tagged, fired up, ready for main. Deals with him and Deco. All that remains, 2 kills to his name and 2 low HP T-side players here. Is this going to be a clutch that comes in? Deagle will get passed off to Belchnok, so we'll have the upgrade pistol in and taking forward contact in mid. The pistols will try and rush down with that FAMAS out here. Evan is ready for them both. The AK takes some damage as well as R2B2 does drop Deco with that only pick back. But Kenzie and Belchnok very quickly on the A defensive. Understanding this bomb is going to commit here. It has to do so. So many players seen, and one does go down to the headshot. Belchnok sticking around for more. The lineup's right there for Kenzie. He's turned it into a one-on-one.
Oh, this is very winnable, and Kenzie's got a lot.
This is our sent Revan. Going to go in for that bomb, but needs to make his way to the site. Kenzie sees him at the edge of the smoke and wins it out in the tournament already and been smashed out by them. God's Reign to find the opening frag again for this round and double it up onto Nori. That will open up the B bomb site, so a bit of confidence to the side.
And just try to see what presents. Double HG's close towards default. Belchnok fast out to London, fast to success.
Sees another player in the open, double up, triple nearly found. With the trades of R2B2 is Deco alone. 1 versus 3. He's found that first kill. Jump facing to bait out the AWP. Sees the shoulder shot, swing back for the next incendiary to get him into the open check cave as well. As Barbie gets caught, overcooking his flick back. And now there's a flashbang. There's utility to play with. Defuse held all the way, fired up, is completely blinded, but will still find the man. And not that one-sided scoreline to kick things off for God's Reign. Aurora have come in, shut that down in an instant, and now they look to try and press on with a pistol win in the second half. Immediately 2 kills found. R2B2 trying to hold his own with the Julies alongside Revan's USP. Can isolate one pick back, but Deco and Lucky have the responsives, and Barbie is all that is left. Out here towards short, takes fights, tags one, takes another. A second headshot on Kenzie. He's given us a good go, but can he close it? He's up against Deco, star man of Aurora. Knows roughly where he's playing from. That bomb is in the open, takes fight, and the instant swing, perfect to the head. The investment is still down to $50 in reserve. Maybe Lucky's got a little bit more cash with his Mac 10 buy in this one. The aggression comes through as Kenzie is mowed down. CTs hold complete dominion over B lane. Barbie especially, 3 kills. Fired up, hearing them also outside of elbow. Spray's a little bit awkward, but that's what Barbie's there for. The quadra game by him, and Finn with the... Checking out one lane of entry on main. Shadow advantage will be well off the top for likes to fire it up. He turns in, kill found, second casualty, runs out of ammo for it. Lucky protects himself.
Well, they've seen the AWP, and look at this walk-up. Belchnok is on B right now.
He's won a fight on Finn and everything. Now suddenly R2B2's wondering how it's all gone wrong. Had him in first, but they're ready for the CTs to aggress down here. Utility is sent, smokes are in the way. He still takes a fight, and Deco drops to a 3-on-3.
And Lucky's got to try and recover and act quickly. Out from default, they've got to force one in the open.
Flash sent, R2B2 could get caught. Lucky with a lineup. And Barbie, all that's left in this one. 1 versus 3, does isolate that first pick. Aware of the next man. I'm not sure if we're aware of the next 2, however. They peek together ahead of that Molotov. Both players forced out into the open.
Aurora are very disciplined. This MP9 out from mid might be able to strike. Belchnok's just trying to sell distraction.
And fired up does indeed strike. Player on tree has now been revealed. His P250. Unawares of the boost that might still coming in against him. Belchnok does find Barbie in the back. Look down low, and Revan can strike here. 4-on-3 game by God's Reign. Trying to hold their nerve in this matchup. They see Revan, and they catch him jumping into the open. Even standing on the man.
Has to strike with impact.
Smoke sent deep, lane being checked upon, and Deco domes him in. Now down to 2 for God's Reign.
They try and get...
Finn going to lead that charge. R2B2 coming in with a split play from Cave and Ramp. AK spray, Kenzie credited with the kill, and Finn with it all to do now. M4.
A single player in for 2 out from Palace and Ramp on a contact.
Barbie tapping up individuals as Fired Up does check underpass. Kenzie does get caught for it, so reading onto that strat at the very least. Lackey now leaning forward. Flash is sent, goes deep into position, but they're not ready for the player over at the dumpster barrels. Beltranok trying to look for his picks. Fired Up does get involved. Deco with one returning. Frag R2B2 and Fired Up do storm the bomb site. And God's Reign do manage to secure the opening pistol. Setting himself up maybe for a flashbang and assistance. Swing dry, sees one, does indeed get the deagle back, but Revan takes 2 in return. Deco also trying to contest the man, spams down to a 3 versus 3, grabs an M4, might even go back for the AWP. Indeed he does as Kenzie turns on Abavi. Player down over at the other side of danger. Deco lands in. R2B2 back to a 1 versus 1, sees his last man, but Kenzie secures the pick out, but R2B2 is blinded. Smokes will come in as Finn tries to challenge outside of connector. Belchanok is the first to fall this time.
Now Belchanok creating opening opti-frag out from Ramp and into Tetris. This time around though, he drops and no trade is available, but Lackey just catches Finn on the reposition.
4-on-4 read been heard and can definitely hear that T-side player. Lackey flash sent towards short, does check! Oh! And R2B2's crosshair placement's a little bit too far to the right, couldn't adjust in time, Fired Up. Suddenly all that remains of the B defensive as Revan did catch one of Deco, but Nori overwhelms the B side. Bomb's still been dropped on short though. Kenzie might have to rotate to pick it up. He's still got to force a fight, and instead Barbie takes him. Nori suddenly with everything left to do.
Kenzie should be winning that fight every day of the week. 2v2 and a reap.
Pawn, kill, not found. Blows traded as Nori expects him to come in real quick. Sees both, but Revan's AWP takes it right back, and God's Reign can hit
that third map decider. But we know for Aurora, Jay, that when they get into round streaks, they're large. They're not 2, 3, 4 rounds in a row. Sometimes they can be 7, 8, 9 rounds in a row.
Try 13 at one point in this match, in this tournament rather.
Yep, very true.
Another kill back. He does see one player over in Con, but finally does think better of taking the fights.
No. There is one kill coming out from Con. They actually might go for this now. Okay, it's one of those, isn't it, where you think, ooh, it's 3 cost you an AK.
I might look for another exit frag and try to see if we can get something out of it. It doesn't mean much in terms of the economy game because we are going into the last round of the half in a second. Even that doesn't come through. AWP actually does get... Oh,
no!
No, Revan! Oh, Revan! Oh, no! 2 back at spawn. Barbie going to lurk out a short. Then he's going to get caught in ladder room. No, Belchanok goes down instead. Advantage now for God's Reign.
Tap the bomb once. Try and see if they can draw some players out in the open. Kenzie wants to fight from CT.
Sees player at Sandwich. Lackey gets a kill back on the higher ground of Ticket Booth. They will look to try and take fights back. Lackey does catch another kill, a triple in fact. R2B2 with 1 back as Barbie reveals himself still on shore. Diffuse held in the open. Kenzie straight headshot though, and R2B2 gets the shots back on the diffuser. Heads gained through the smoke and a 1-on-1. Deco is he diffuse. He certainly is going to bait R2B2 to take more shots. Back on it he'll go. Knife is pulled out. Oh, he's going straight in for it, but Deco gets his casualty, recovers the kit, and should recover the round.
3 in this map. I was really impressed by the start. They gave it back. They gave a good fight. All about the timing on who peaks first. Flash around the corner. Lucky's going to fight up.
Does get 1 and 2 and 3. Sit down, God's Reign. There's no gods for Aurora Gaming. Fired up. Swing to the last. Case of Lackey hunting this final casualty. Fired up does at least get that frag, at least stops him in his triple, not quite getting the quadra. That's all just formalities though in terms of those and little opportunities. Situation for Aurora Gaming, 2 picks for Fired Up, but not taking the time to go in for any more. They are giving away these 1v1 fights as he turns them down to 2. But so long as they hold their nerve on the bomb site defense, there's nothing left. There's no
The only way to win that round was if the CTs just keep facing you and you keep winning those fights. Oh, he might drop after time. No, he actually does get...
Cross plays out from Barbie. First man forward ahead of Tetris. His teammates are right behind him. Rotations are called in real quick for the CT side. But Kenzie back at dark, holds his nerve. Deco does go down, but Belchanok extra support with 2 kills of his own right. Fired Up and Revan, the victims. Barbie brings it back to a 2 versus 2. And look at Finn in from mid. It didn't account for him. A second kill. And now Belchanok. Open plant position. The bomb's going to rotate. Got to check the back lines out towards dark. He's not ready for the man. Finn will keep them alive. Now, Aurora still have a bye here. Weakened, yes. God's Reign chance still available for them. A gap in that window, Smug. I don't think they can exploit it here on the CT side. Actually, they might be able to do so. Deco sees one. He catches Finn. God's Reign. Walk contact from Barbie again. Smokes down. Ken sees the Eagle. Gets Revan fired up. Looks out. Barbie drops though, and it's all left to R2B2. The Lurker underpass. God's Reign. And every one of them hoped that they could have done something in this finals, but ultimately hope is all you have when you have nothing else, and they do not have the title of the Skyesports Grand Slam. That honor goes to Aurora, undefeated in maps, undefeated in series. They will raise the trophy of the Grand Slam.
Taking on the Aussies in the upper bracket semi, taking on God's Reign in the upper bracket final, and then rematching God's Reign in the grand final. They drop a fantastic performance here in India. And you feel for the boys over at God's Reign, because Jay, this was a better performance in the upper bracket final.
Considering they had their 6-2 start, considering what they did on a map that they got 13-0'd on, they can be given the credit of achieving their goals, doing better than they had done before, but you could feel a tangibility in the air by the near turn of the half that they could have done something decent, they could have made something work on that map, they could have tried and pushed it to a third, but still, it was all too intangible, all too untenable, and ultimately it is all Aurora all day. Champions of the tournament, rightfully so, as we walked in to expect it. It's what we'll be able to gain from them.